Alright, thank you very much for clicking on the video. This is Gulpain back again, just with a quick PSP review. And this one is one I got recently. It's a puzzle game. So I'm trying to get into new sort of like different type of games. And the PSP is home to a lot of sort of like experimental or experiment games, where probably they probably weren't sure if it was going to be a super hit. So they just sort of like dipped their toe and then kind of just tried it. So this is one of those. So this one's called Crush. This is it's a puzzle game where you have to basically, it's kind of complicated. It's not like Tetris or anything. It's actually not like any other sort of puzzle game. There is like a story in it as well, but the story is like, it's like you're a guy and you get lost in this world, and then there's this like mysterious voice explaining what to do, and kind of where to go and how to kind of operate the main mechanics of the game. So what you have to do is it's a 3D environment, and you can rotate the camera in all three directions, and all three dimensions. So length, breadth and height, and you can turn the camera around. But you can also crush, where you push a button and it makes it 2D. So you can switch between 2-dimension and 3-dimension, and then switching between 2-dimension and 3-dimension then can change the way the 3-dimensional sort of board, or whatever you call it, the plane that you're on, it changes it around slightly. So you can move, like sometimes you can move like blocks, or you can move like boulders and stuff out of the way, and they'll appear differently in the 2-dimension as they will in the 3-dimensional one. It's very difficult to explain, but it is quite a challenging puzzle game. But I think this kind of game, puzzle games, I think the puzzle game, its strength is in its sort of like simplicity, and this one is not very simple at all. It is good though. You have to applaud the sort of ingenuity, and there is a bit of a learning curve in this game. It's not that much though. It's not as if like you pick up Tetris and you can just start playing it immediately, or some of the other puzzle games like Bejeweled or something. Those you can kind of figure those out fairly handily. This one it will take a while because it's kind of confusing at the start, and plus you have to think in 3 dimensions as well. So it does improve your thinking, all right. And it's not easy either, which I quite enjoyed, because I like when these sort of puzzle games are taxing. So it's a good game actually. I'd have to recommend it. It was released in 2007 here in the old EU, and it was developed by Zoë Mode and published by Sega. So when I saw Sega on it, I was like, well, yeah, Sega don't really, they don't normally make bad games, or they don't publish bad games. So I don't imagine this was very popular though. It is quite cheap on the PSP at the moment. I think I got this for like £2. So the price sort of, I couldn't really leave it there for £2. A PSP game, an unknown one. It's not a football game, or it's not like a random sort of a sports game. So I gave it a try. So the mechanic is good. It is a fun game, but I'm not really sure if I'll try and complete it. Yeah, you never know. So if you've played Crush, in the comment section, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Adios.